Aloha, I'm Judah Freed. Welcome to the fifth installment of my cancer survival adventure. I am sitting on the sun deck at our home in Kauai, and the sun is in my eyes, which is why I'm squinting. And but I feel like I need to be in the sunlight today. So I am coming out of the darkness in a lot of ways. Want to talk today about the progress of my recovery, and also want to talk about time and the notion of slowing down and paying attention. Yesterday was 2 months since my diagnosis, and in that 2 months I've gone through major surgery a little more than 5 weeks ago, and as you might be able to tell, I'm still pretty thin, haven't really added much weight since the surgery. I'm down to about 125 pounds, and I'm eating more than I ever had before. I'm stimulating appetite, but I still am, I'm a skinny mini me. So, part of what I'm experiencing is a recognition that when I slow down and really pay attention, I catch a lot of things. On this past Sunday, which happened to be Easter Sunday, Melissa and I went down to the beach near Coconut Coast here on Kauai, on Kapa on the east side. When I went down to the water, I first stood right at the very edge of where the wave comes up and touched my bare feet. And then I played a little game. I said, each time the water touches my feet, I'm going to step out a little further into the water. And by the time I went through that one step at a time process, the water was almost up to my knees, up to my rolled up pants legs. And it was a relatively chilly day, so I had on long pants. And I just let the waves wash around my ankles and my thighs. Well, not my thighs, my calves, sorry. And but just feeling some of that ocean current enough to feel that sort of pulsing within me. And that put me in touch with the fact that I can make a choice to connect to the whole universe. I don't have to dive in all at once. I can go a step at a time as I merge into this deeper spirituality that I'm creating for myself. I can do this a step at a time and just allow the waves of spirit to wash through me and wash over me and wash around me, and so I can really tap into the pulse of life, if you're following what I'm saying. And then when I went back on the shore to sit in the little beach chair, I just sat there and just watched the clouds on the far horizon, just watched the waves coming in. There's a breakwater or reef really far out, so the waves crest probably about a half a mile or farther away from shore. And then there's the smaller waves that come into that particular bay. And I'm just watching it, and I'm just feeling peaceful. As peaceful as you can imagine. Now, maybe this was simply a matter of negative ions, but I really did let myself go slow and just be in the moment and just really take time to really, watch this little bird that was just pecking and pecking and pecking on the ground there. And it's a red-crested cardinal that we have here on Kauai, and a very bright red with a little peak that comes up. And we had one of our dogs, well, we had both dogs, but one of our dogs it's a Bichon Frise and really a bird dog. And this dog was just wanting so hard to get at that bird. It had, I don't know if you know about Kauai, that we have wild chickens here. Well, a chicken got in our yard about a month before I got sick, and she brought that chicken up to our door, dead chicken up to our door, and said, "See how proud I am? I did this for you to keep our yard clean of chickens. Aren't I wonderful?" My wife freaked, but anyway, this dog feels that it is her divine right to hunt and kill chickens. And so I reflected on the fact, because I'm going slower, right? So I reflected on the fact that, that my cancer feels it has a divine right. I don't want to call it my cancer, it doesn't really belong to me, but the cancer that's in me apparently seems to feel that it has a divine right to grow and multiply and do its best to kill me. Really, I don't give permission for this. Just as I kept the dog on a leash, I'm doing everything I can to keep this cancer on a leash, and then eventually, as soon as I find a way, I'm going to eliminate it. As I work on really transforming my heart as a way to heal my body, and as I work on really slowing down my mind to really appreciate each moment and really live in the now, this is not just, the abstract stuff, be here now, which is, of course, great advice, but I'm really doing my best to be fully present in every moment. And if anything is healing me, I think that spiritual opening is probably doing as much or more than anything else that I can do. Anything I can take in my body, it's just beyond just letting in the light and just filling my body with light. I can just feel the warmth on my face right now as I sit here. This is healing. But just feeling the power of spirit, the power of life, the power of the sun coming into me and healing me. This is about as elemental as I think it gets, beyond just being able to eat and drink and sleep and breathe. So, it's a process, and as my good friend Jerry advised me, I got to trust the process. This is so much. Cancer recovery is an act of faith. If I did not really absolutely believe that I'm going to live and endure this and at one point be cancer-free, or at least have decades of productive life ahead of me where I can make a difference. I'm even starting to write again, which I hadn't really been doing at all since I got sick. I'm working on my book again. And I really feel that I'm being guided to say what needs to be said and to uplift my own heart and mind while I try to uplift the hearts and minds of readers. And I couldn't be doing this if I wasn't slowing down and really learning to be present. So if this is useful for you to try, I hope that I can inspire you to slow down and pay attention. Stress kills. Literally. I don't need it anymore. So blessings to you. Namaste and aloha.